Alright. What's up, people? Today was kind of one of those frustrating days. The first half of today felt fine, like basically normal. But the second half of today seemed to all just kind of fall apart, like literally, and just go to shit. I'm still kind of like training this guy at work and teaching him all these things, which I actually enjoy for the most part. There's certain parts of him that are like starting to bug me though. He's a good guy, totally nothing wrong with him at all. I don't know. There's just like certain things that I get annoyed by. But there was just like the second half of today, there was these things that just kept happening with like specifically there was this headboard to a bed that we were making, and the wood was just so busted out and rotten and terrible, and there was just so much like fixing to do. Like normally those things take me like 4 minutes and I just like screw it together and it's done. But this time it took me like 3 hours. And I had to just like fix everything that we tried to do, and it was very, very frustrating, and nothing was working. It's one of those things where like I thought I was gonna get hit by a car there. One of those things where it's just everything doesn't work. Like this whole bed frame thing wouldn't work, and then everything else falls apart and everything else happens at the same time, you know? Like you just start dropping things, and you start like tearing holes in your pants, like getting caught on screws on the wall, and then you just trip, and all these dumb things that keep happening, and it's incredibly frustrating. And this guy's gonna be a dickhead and go crazy. So it's like, see, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know how the universe knows this, but like when one thing goes wrong, it's like it sends a whole bunch of other messages saying, yo dude, here you go, this is your thing, like this is what's happening right now. And it's like this whole cycle. Like it's not just 2 or 3 things, it's like 40, you know, and they just add up and stack on each other. And I just spit on the steering wheel, I think, like a second ago. Today was just one of those days where I feel like there's maybe just too much going on, and there's like a lot of things to think about. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know. So I'm just trying to kind of play things by ear. That's not even what I'm trying to fucking say right now, I don't think. It's one of those days. I'm supposed to go take a look at this possible job thing today, which I'm not really all that excited about, honestly, but I'll look at it and see if it's cool, just in case, because it could be actually awesome for all I know. So I'm gonna go look at that. Posted my blog, or I published my blog today, so that's good. I've been enjoying. I'm gonna start reading more every day again. I've kind of gotten way out of the habit of reading. I haven't really read for a while, but I want to read just like super simple, like 5 pages a day. That's all I'm gonna make myself do. But I'm gonna make myself do it every single day, so that no matter what, 5 pages are getting done every single day. So that kind of feels nice to me to be reading again. Last night I read just 5 pages of let's see. Oh, be obsessed or be average. That's by Grant Cardone. So he's an interesting fella. So I'm reading his book. A little more than halfway through with that one. I was reading it pretty extensively, consistently. Isn't that funny how like when one thing goes wrong, it affects every part of your life, you know? It's like like the mindset that you bring with you once things start going wrong, it affects everything else the rest of your day, you know? Like once you, like I can even tell with my speech, you know, when things go wrong at work or whatever happens, it like affects the way that I feel, right? So like oh my gosh, see? There's just stress everywhere. These guys almost just hit me. It's like, so when something goes wrong at work, that affects how I feel. Like it bothers me and it sucks and I hate it, which is just, you know, it's just life, I guess. But then it's like other things go wrong because my mindset was affected by that one thing. And so I think that maybe here's one lesson for today is that is to not let one bad thing make a whole bunch of other bad things happen. It's kind of one thing that football taught me a little bit, was to have short-term memory a little bit. Like if you mess up one play, to not let that affect you the whole rest of the game. One bad play is one thing, but a bad game is another thing. So like if one play messes you up for the rest of the entire game, that's kind of an issue. And so I guess maybe the idea is to let yourself recover from whatever negative thing, whatever bad thing happened. Shit happens, bad things happen. And so maybe I think it's worthwhile to, to analyze that and change your mindset. That way it stops dead there after one bad thing. It doesn't just continue over to 30 bad things. Trying to think of examples of why, of when this happens. But I know that they're out there, and I'm frustrated because of just things. I don't know. I have 2 more days left at this place, so I'll stick it out and call it a day. But I am excited to not be doing that anymore. I'm done talking. I'll see you tomorrow. Roger out.